been using this Schacht Arras or Arras tapestry loom for quite a while now. Actually, I looked back in my blog, I did a review of it in 2020. So it's been a part of my studio for 5 years. And I, about a year ago, got the treadle assembly with the stand. And I wanted to show you a little bit about that. Those of you who have been following me on Change the Shed have seen me weaving on this It's Fine tapestry, using this treadle assembly now for quite a while, maybe 6 months, it's been a while. And I wanted to give you a little bit closer look at how the treadle assembly works and tell you what I think of it. Actually, spoiler alert, I really do like the treadle assembly a lot. It's very quiet and smooth. It's manual, so there's nothing to plug in. And I really like how easy it is to change the shed with my feet. Let's take a little bit closer look at the different parts of this loom with the stand and the treadle assembly. I should say that the treadle assembly doesn't work without the stand, so you do actually have to buy the stand and the treadle assembly to make the whole thing work. You can't just buy the treadles. And that's because the pulley system is set up to work only with a specific height. And so you can adjust what that height is, so you can make the loom higher or lower on the stand, but you then have to adjust the length of the pulleys that run the treadles. So you'll want to get the loom, put it on the stand, set up the treadles, and then you'll sort of leave it at that height. Okay, let's take a closer look. All right, I'm going to move the camera a couple times to show you different parts of this loom, but this is what we're used to seeing when we looked at the Schacht Arras. There is the tensioning bar at the top, and this is how you tension the loom. And then we've got the shedding bar. If you don't have the treadle assembly, you won't have this metal piece. This is specific to the treadle assembly. Then here's where I'm working on my tapestry. And this, oh, you can't see it in this view. I have a tool, what does Schacht call it? It's a little thing that holds your tools, and you can buy those separately if you have the stand. Let's turn the loom sideways and look at what it looks like from the side and on the back. Okay, so here we can see how often I haven't dusted this loom. You can see that this is the treadle, part of the treadle assembly. So it's connected to an extra bar that you add to the back of the loom. And when I push the treadles, and I'll show you that, it will make this bar rotate, which makes the shedding bar rotate, which was what creates your shed. And you do that with your feet. Here, a little further down, you can see that this is the stand, and it is clamped onto the loom with an extra piece of hardware here. The height of where you're weaving is adjustable with this stand by actually quite a lot, but you lose the ability to tilt the loom when you put it on the stand. Let's go look at how the treadles work. So let's take a look at the moving parts when I push the treadles. As we're going along, this is turning this shedding mechanism at the top by using these cords to pull this bar, and the force is just transferred through this little aluminum rod here. So I get 2 sheds, easy and very quiet. The treadle will mostly stay down with the shed open, depending on how you adjust your shedding mechanism, without your foot on the treadle. So I can use one foot at a time, maybe switch the treadle. Sometimes I might leave my foot there, or I can even take it off and keep working. So let's look at the treadles from this angle as I'm weaving. And the treadles simply open like this. Opens one shed, and I can put my weft in, and then I can either use the other foot, or I can move one foot over to the other treadle. And like I said, I can either leave my foot on the treadle as I weave, or I can take it off and that shed will stay open for the most part. So in summary, I really like this loom, the stand, and the treadle. I don't get any kickbacks. I don't have an affiliate agreement. I did help a little bit in their development. I tested the loom and the treadle as Schacht was making it, but I don't have an affiliate agreement with them. I'm just telling you, this is a really solid loom. The treadle assembly, the stand is solid. It doesn't move. It holds the loom really nicely. It's a small footprint. I like that it doesn't take up table space in my studio. I can leave the loom here and just use it. And I like that the treadles are quiet and they're manual and they're actually adjustable. You can move how far apart they are. You can move them actually closer together than I have them or farther apart. You can also adjust how high off the floor the treadles come, whether you want them at a higher angle or at a lower angle. They'll work the same no matter how you set it. I hope that's a helpful look at the Schacht Arras treadle and stand assembly. And if you have questions, let me know. Happy weaving!